Hey y'all, I hope this works because I've tried to record this video 3 times and it hasn't worked. Alright, so, start from the beginning here. I made my page August the 16th. I was on there well into the first week of September before I really started making any money that I could talk about. I might have made $50, $60 up until then, total. I didn't have any kind of following prior to making this account. I think I had 100 followers on Instagram. I'm up to 300 now. I got 30 views on my Snapchat. I'm up to about 1,000 a day now. Facebook, I didn't have but 700 friends. I've got 2,000 friends now. I have worked my butt off and been frustrated and wanted to give up, but I went from not making any money to being in the top 5%. So this is what I did. I started out with a subscription price of $16.99. That wasn't working. It's too high. I can't tell you what kind of price personally you should put on your page. That's your body, that's your pictures, it's your videos, it's your content. You decide your worth. I'm just telling you what worked for me. So I lowered my price down to $13.99. It helped. I did get a few more people. I was still promoting on Facebook and Snapchat. Like I said, I didn't have a big following, so that didn't do me very much good. Then I dropped my price down to $10.99 or $9.99, which is what it is now today. The $9.99 thing has worked best for me. There's two different types of accounts there. While we're talking about prices, there's a paid account and a free account. I personally have no dealings with the free account. I started straight off with a paid account, and that's just what I decided to do. I don't know much about the free accounts. I know that some people do that. They lost their content, or they promote a paid page from the free one. That works great for some people. It doesn't work at all for some people, just like the paid. But one of the first things that I really wanted to talk about was the look of your profile. I'm sorry, I have a notebook here in front of me. The look of your profile is what gives them a sample of what they're about to buy. Like, they don't see anything but your bio, your cover picture, and your profile picture. So that needs to be on point. Your profile picture and your cover picture needs to be a clear, good quality picture. It needs to be the best of what you got. You want this to sell that subscription. Your bio is even more important, believe it or not. You need to have a descriptive, inviting bio. It needs to cover all the bases that want to be, talked about. Like, you need to have a list of what kind of content you're making. You need to have a list of, what you're putting on there. If you're putting pictures, if you're putting videos, if you're doing special requests, if you're into certain kinks or fetishes, all that needs to be in your bio. It also needs to be welcoming. You need to be friendly. You wanna sell that subscription. Talk it up. The next thing I wanted to go over was interaction and responsiveness. If you have a guy in your inbox or your DMs and he's writing you and he's like, hey, how are you today? Or he's like, what's up, beautiful? Or you already know how that goes. Or a girl, because I know there's guys in this category too. I don't know how that works, but I'm sure there's guys that have girls writing. But be responsive. Like, write them back. Unless they're just saying something that's straight up disrespectful and not acceptable, write them back. Because I've had so many people that I've ignored in my message requests or in my DMs. I've just scrolled over it, Snapchat, all that. They can come at me, hey, if they don't, I thought if they didn't directly write me and be like, I need your OnlyFans link, or tell me about your OnlyFans, like I should, not even give them that time of day, I'm busy working. No, write them back. Because there has been several occasions that people have wrote me, and within 2 or 3 text backs, they're asking for my link. Just normal conversation, that's all they want. Same thing goes for the guys already subscribed to your OnlyFans. If they are commenting or they're tipping or they're writing you, be responsive with that. Like, write them back. It doesn't have to be anything but an emoji. Like, write them back. And always thank anybody who subscribes or tips you. There's a mass message option. If you're not doing that, you need to. Anybody that subscribes to your page will get a welcome message. Do it. Sell it. Make it good. Thank them for subscribing. That's all you really gotta do. Same thing goes for tipping. Thank them for tipping. It doesn't matter if it's $1, if it's $100. You need to tell them thank you. Post regularly, daily, multiple times a day, which goes into the next thing, which is content count. Like, you need to have a good amount of content on there. I had like 12 pictures. Now I have over 200 pictures and videos. I'm getting subscribers every few minutes. Like, you got to have your content up. If they see you and another girl, because there's several thousand people, I'm sure, in your area doing this, and they're trying to go back and forth between buying from you and her because you've got similar styles or you're similar looks, whatever. They're not gonna buy the one that says 12 pictures versus the one that says 300 pictures, or 100 pictures even. Like, you want to have that up because that's the first thing they see that goes along with the cover picture and the bio. You want to have that to where it looks like something they'd be interested in buying. The next thing I was going to talk about was your content quality and what you're posting. Your content quality, what I mean by quality is, like, you don't want to post something that you took in a dark bathroom and it's blurry and you can't really tell what the hell's going on, or it's gritty. Like, you want to be in a well-lit area and you don't want to have a busy background like the one I'm in now, like all this shit in the background. You want all the attention to be on you. And by not busy background, I mean just turning the camera like this and being up at a lower end, So, the quality of your content, and then what you're posting. And that goes along with prices too. If you're a paid account, it would make sense for you to expect to make money if you're posting a full nude picture a month. I think we all know that. You can do teasers a month, but come on. The next thing is Snapchat. I was promoting with Snapchat for a while before I ever started using Reddit. I was getting nowhere. I mean, I did get a few people, but I was not anywhere near what I'm at now. Like, I'm at top 5% now. I wasn't like the top 40%. Like I said, I had under 50 fans for the past month and until this past week. Now I have well over 100, close to 200. So Snapchat is good, and I'm about to get into that with the Reddit thing. Snapchat, you can do the shout out for shout out with other creators. You can do the shout out for shout out with promotions pages. My opinion personally, the promotion pages have not helped me a tremendous amount versus other creators, especially other creators in my area that are putting me on their thing. And then they've got guys, we've got mutual friends, we got mutual guys that we know, and they see me and they're like, oh, well, let me go look at her because I know her. I also did not ever make an alias account or a fake page. I posted everything in my personal account. It has caused me some drama with my family, but we're grown. So Reddit, that's what I'm going to stay on for a minute. I'm sorry I'm all over the place, y'all. I don't know a damn thing about Reddit. I'm still learning Reddit right now. I was told about Reddit about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I guess. For the second time, I had already made a Reddit when I first made the OnlyFans and I didn't know how to use it. I had the second guy friend tell me, you need to be on Reddit, it's a gold mine, like you're wasting your time doing the Snapchat shit, I'm telling you, like you would sell the fuck out of your OnlyFans on Reddit, and I didn't know how to use it, and I made a lot of mistakes, and I got banned from some communities, but talked to one lovely lady in my Facebook group, and she gave me her Reddit name and told me to go check her out. And she didn't really have any kind of communities that would benefit me personally, because a lot of them were based on her, what you would call that, I guess like her look, her style, you know, like she was, had the bigger ha-has, and she was curvy, and I'm not. So I started looking at other communities, petite, and I had a lot of luck there because I weigh 100 pounds. And I also had a lot of guys saying there was no way that I had kids with as small as I was, and that kind of got me thinking, because one of the comments said, "Oh, you're a MILF," and I was like, "I'm a MILF, like that's so cheesy," but there's a lot of MILF groups on there, and that has been my best upvote, reaction, whatever. Like I've got the most out of those. So I started kind of in the beginning just posting in like the basic ass communities on boobs, ass, tits, OnlyFans promos, like a lot of stuff, just focusing on OnlyFans. Well, that's where I was fucking up, because I wasn't getting any followers there. I wasn't having, there wasn't guys going and looking for me in those groups, or noticing me in those groups, because, come on, I weigh 100 pounds, like, there's supermodels on there. But when I got to the petite groups, or like the little, you know, little boobs, big booty, what, I mean, there's a fucking Reddit group for everything. I mean, there's a guy that wrote me that wanted pictures of my armpits. Like, there's a Reddit group for everything. But I tried to focus it more on what my content was, and that's the communities I started kind of sliding into, and I didn't directly promote. That's another thing I was going to talk about. Unless the Reddit community allowed it in the rules, I didn't directly promote. I would just post it like I was posting it just for the hell of it. And I would put some, you know, cheesy little caption on there. Like, I mean, some of the cheesiest captions. I think one of the captions was "mommy in the streets, but freak in the sheets," in one of the MILF groups. But that has been my most upvoted post, believe it or not. So I started posting in these communities, and I started getting a lot of reactions, a lot of messages. I was responding to some of the messages. Some of the messages were just weird. Some of them got me followers. But this is the thing that I believe really helped me. This is the secret. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that came directly from Reddit, but this is kind of how I grew my Snap, where I promote the most. I started posting my Snapchat name in the Snap groups that were not safe for work, and the ones that were promotion allowed, and the ones that weren't promotion allowed, that weren't Snapchat related, I would post there. But then, just like my OnlyFans link is in my Reddit bio, my Snapchat name is too. So while they weren't just going directly over to OnlyFans, they were going to Snap, and I seen like a huge blow up overnight on Snapchat. So that was big. I forgot all about that till just now. So if you have Snap and you promote Snap, put that in your Reddit bio. Also, in your Reddit bio, you need to be just as descriptive and informative, whatever, as I talked about being in the OnlyFans. You need to cover all bases there, so that they will want to click that link. Okay? The link needs to be in your Reddit bio, obviously. You want the pictures and the content that you're posting to Reddit. You don't want it to be just like, okay, this is an okay picture, just cause, like, that's what I started out doing. I was just like, okay, this is a picture of my butt, it'll work. This is a picture of me in a bikini, it'll work. No, you want to put your best content, or make your best content if you don't have it already, to go on Reddit. You want something that they're going to be scrolling through that community and they're going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, if they see that picture, you want them to stop scrolling, and you want to have a caption that they're going to want to read. It don't matter if it's something just as cheesy and stupid as what I just said that I put on mine. Like, just something to catch their eye, make them laugh even. Like, then they're going to, if they noticed your post, they're going to go to your page. and they're either going to follow you or they're going to look more into you and see what you've been posting in other places. That's why your bio needs to be right. Okay. Make sure you read the rules in these places you're posting on Reddit though, because one of the biggest Reddit groups there is, like, I'm banned from it. I'm subscribed to it, but I cannot post to it ever. Like, I'm permanently banned for one post because I did not read the rules, and my link was in my bio, which it needs to be because that's how I've got followers, but I didn't read the rules for this group, and I had my link in there and it said no selling, and if selling is found on your page, you'll be banned forever, and like, yeah. And then some of them don't want selling, period. Like, your page doesn't so much matter, but that post matters. You can't put any kind of links, you can't say the word onlyfans, it screens for that. That's why your bio is important. Okay. The next thing I was going to go to is Instagram, and I can't really say much about Instagram. I still have no followers. I've got 300, and they're people I know mostly, or people that found me with a hashtag that's photographers and stuff like that, because I had put some pictures on there from a photo shoot. It's not anything. I don't know. I know that my Facebook dating got took down because of Instagram, because somebody had reported me on Instagram and my Facebook dating, and that they were linked, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because the same day I had a thing from my Instagram saying my story was taken down. So I don't do a whole lot of promoting on there anymore. Pay-per-view messages. I haven't really used this feature a whole lot. I just started doing it the past week. I have made about $130 from it this week. That's coming from $10 messages I sent out, and 13 people bought them. But hey, that's $130. It's money, but it's not huge money. But it's still a feature that should be being used if you're into that. I used it for a video. It was 1 minute long. I charged them $10 to watch it. So far, nobody's complained about it. That was 2 days ago. They all loved it. Campaigning. I've used this feature quite a few times. In the beginning, it didn't help much. Now I'm using it just to get my fan count up. My subscription, like I said, is $9.99. I did the 50% off for today, and I plan on doing it for the rest of the week probably, just to get my fan count up. And along with your fan count goes the renew option for the subscription. You need to be interacting with these people and doing everything you can to keep them, because if you don't, they're not going to resubscribe. I've lost followers already. I've only been on here since August, but when that 1 month hit, those people I got that first week, some of them are gone. Most of them are gone, actually. And believe it or not, a lot of them are still there, and they have the resubscribe. I checked, I think it was 4 days ago, and I had just hit 100 followers, and I had checked on the amount of them that were, going to renew, and I think it was at 38, or it was 30 something. Okay, like I said, I have close to 200 now, and I checked it this morning. 102 of those were renewed. But I've been working my butt off talking to these people, and they love it when you talk to them. They love it. Send them a picture. You can send it in a mass message, and they're never gonna know. And just like, I just was thinking about, you or whatever. I don't know. I just be saying some crazy shit, and they like it. Let me see. There's another option while we're talking about shout outs and this and that. Don't pay anybody for a shout out. No, that's not okay. Do not pay other girls for shout outs. Like, we should all be helping each other here. Women want to help women. Like, I'm for women helping women. Do not pay that girl for no shout out. I paid somebody $30 last week for a shout out that I found on Reddit. Turns out most of her following are girls from Reddit. And guess what? You know how many subscribers I got? None. And you know how many people clicked on come from her link, or my link off her page? 2. And I'm pretty sure they were female, and they didn't subscribe. And she was like in the top 0.50 or 52%, like crazy good. But she was sharing free links on Reddit and getting girls to do the like for like and this and that, which is fine. That's a great thing to do when you're women helping women. But don't be paying this girl $30, $50, $100 to keep your picture up for 48 hours. That is insane, and it is not worth it, and it will not work. Do the shout out for shout out thing. Share the free links. Do it with other people that you know are doing this, but don't pay for it. If you just want to do a 24-hour thing and tell them, look, we're gonna do it for 24 hours, that's still putting your thing out there, and that's putting their thing out there. Same thing on Snapchat. Do the shout out for shout out on Snapchat. Alright. And with that, I was talking about the statistics. I don't know if everybody knows about this, but at the top of your profile on your OnlyFans, you can click and it will give you the option to copy your link for your profile or go to the statistics. Look at your statistics, especially when you're doing shoutouts. And if you're gonna pay somebody to do it, look at that. Because it will break it down and tell you every different website that has brought in traffic to your profile, or every different profile on OnlyFans that has brought in traffic if they've done a shout out for you. Let's see. Over and under doing it. I wrote that down, but I don't really know how to go about explaining what I'm trying to say here. Kind of back into the free account thing. Like, if you're posting full nudes on a free account and they're not tipping, you should probably go ahead and make that a paid account. Or make yourself a paid account for those pictures. Don't post them on a free account. And don't overdo it or underdo it. Don't underdo it by making your subscription cost $30, $40 and then not post anything but once a week, or you sitting there in lingerie and you're looking bored and they're not gonna come back for that. Make your price lower, get your fan count up, then move that price up. And the last thing I wrote down on here is some stripper lingo, because I am a dancer. And that is, it only takes one. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just because you haven't had anybody do anything in a few days, stick with it. Like, it's just like a night at the bar. It happens all the time. Like, I will be like, I want to go home. I'm done with this shit. It is dead in here. There's nobody in here talking to me. And I just feel so stupid. But you hang around, and it might be midnight, but you know what? He's gonna come in, and it might just be that one him. But hey, I've had nights where I didn't make any damn money until after midnight, and I walked out with more money than I'd ever made off of one man. And it's the same thing with OnlyFans. One of my fans is not anybody I've ever met in my life. I've never met him. I have no connection to him. He found me on Snapchat. He is not even in the same state as me, but he tips the hell out of me. Like, he has gave me $300 since he subscribed 3 weeks ago. His renew is on, and he writes me every so often. He does not blow me up, but when he does write me, it is something just to the simplest, most respectful effect. Like, he doesn't blow me up or harass me or talk dirty things to me. Like, he doesn't make me uncomfortable. Like, he will just write me in the mornings on there and be like, good morning, beautiful, I hope you have a good day. So I write him back and I'm like, I hope you have an amazing day too, sweetie. And they love that shit. They love it. Like, some of these men love that shit. Most of them love that shit. If they're paying a price to look at you and talk to you, they're gonna love when you respond. So it only takes one to turn a shitty week into a good week. So you just treat everybody on there like they're that one, and you don't ever know what's gonna happen. Another thing, the campaigns. You can set up a fundraiser type thing. I don't know if y'all are doing this. Some of y'all might be, some of y'all might not know about it. That works well too if you don't want to do the pay-per-view, because I tried that last week. I had added a thing and my goal was $100, and it was a picture, and it was, do you want to see a video, a solo video, and if you do, tip this post. And then they had, right away, like they had tipped it up to 100. And I did the same thing with another picture or another video. I think it's $10 off for my target right now. Like, if you're doing stuff like that, even doing something like that, that's interacting. That's something different besides just a picture while they're scrolling. Like, it gives them the I don't know what I'm trying to say, y'all. The desire to tip you. Like, they're like, oh, this is cool, let's do this. Like, because I wasn't getting any tips that day, and I mean, within a couple hours. I'm so sleepy. Well, that's all I can think of. And I'm sorry this video is so all over the place, and I'm sorry I'm so all over the place. I'm not used to doing stuff like this. And, yeah. Good luck.